up, everybody? Welcome to our live chat discussion. Just waiting here for Gabby to come on and discuss this idea, which I honestly came up with this right after we got done with our last discussion. Let's see. So we will be discussing. Oh, there you are, Gabby.
Hey!
So yeah, we're finally discussing this. We are live, so hello to everybody watching. Once again, just like last time, if you have any questions, doesn't even necessarily have to do with Curse the Blood Moon. It could be basically anything about Season 4, or even just the possible future in terms of where Star going when the show ends. You know, all those questions, just let us know down below in the comments. Gabby, are you there?
Yeah.
Because it seems like I can hear you, but it looks like your video image has froze.
Oh
Wait, let me
gosh.
see. Oh wait, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay. Alright.
Okay,
I'm
that's
trying
good.
to. Let me just put that a little better there. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so I'm honestly not really sure. This may in fact actually be a shorter stream than last time, only because while I do think I have a really good idea for a theory, I'm not really sure how long it could possibly go. Although I wanted you to come on here because I do have some questions regarding, what could actually happen. So right after we got done with doing our last live discussion where we talked about the first two season 4 trailers, and by the way, I just want to say I did see. Did you see the third trailer, Gabby?
No, I don't think I have.
It's honestly not too different. I did my own video talking about it. The main differences in that one, or the two ones that come to mind, is that there's a lot more Eclipsa, and we see her with that guitar. You might remember in season
Ooh.
3.
I think so.
You know, the skeleton guitar? You
There's
remember?
a skill. How do I not remember this?
It was in that episode where Moon and Eclipsa go into the Magic High Commission's headquarters, to figure out something about their history.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you just well, I might send you a link
I
later. And
remember the episode, but I don't remember the guitar.
uh,
Oh,
but
I'm
you
gonna
could.
look it up. I'm gonna see as soon as I see it. Oh, okay. I figured it had something to do with her being in a room.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
also
okay.
there's a bit about Ludo playing a bit of basketball, and we see Dennis helping him out scoring a basket.
Ludo?
Yeah, well, you could watch the trailer after we're done with
I
our discussion.
probably did.
But yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. This is what
and
happened
also
in the
fun
trailer.
little side note is that particular in that trailer, even compared to how he like talks in real life, you know.
Hmm.
But anyway, on to the theory I wanted to bring up. So, after we got done with our last discussion, I started thinking about, Curse the Blood Moon, as the people watching can see here. I have the image from the second promo where Star and Marco are dancing again.
Okay.
And it got me thinking, wait, did I fill you in on the details, Gabby, about what I was thinking?
I think you did.
Well, anyway, to tell people what I was thinking is, you remember a certain kind of cringy dance called the Silver Bell Ball?
Yeah.
Which the trailer for that was so crazy. It was one of the first Star trailers that we did under the Blood Moon Bobby channel, and it was so crazy. We started off by having an exploding minivan.
Yes, I remember that one.
aka just a lot of elbow grease using After Effects. But yeah, but anyway, in that particular dance, not only did we see, oh my god, OBS is telling me that I talk way too loud. But anyway, in that particular dance, we saw not only did Tom and Star dance, but they also went up in the like air, surrounded with flames and all these butterflies, right?
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually really cool.
Yeah, that okay. Admittedly, yes, that was really cool. Fanboy isms aside. Yeah, I'm just kind of
It's a thing
joking
now,
around.
isn't it? It's a thing now. That's gonna be a thing now.
Yeah, pretty much, at least for me. But anyway, so I got thinking, the last time in like Tom and Star danced, they went up in the air, and we basically interpreted it as it kind of reawakened their sort of feelings for each other because Tom and Star, were in a previous relationship, as illustrated in the Magic Book of Spells. Which, by the way, I think there was a theory going around that Star got her horned hairband from Tom. The book basically confirms it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But anyway, okay, so it got me thinking, a lot of people are saying the Blood Moon Ball dance wasn't finished because Tom basically pushed Star and, well, pushed Marco out of the way last time, right? So it got me thinking, what does it look like when it is like dance to completion? Are we gonna get something like the Silver Bell Ball?
Maybe something even better.
Whoa, what do you mean by better, Gabby?
I don't know, just anything that could really up it up, like one up, like one up it, like take it to the next level.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what, honestly, that's what makes, like, me wondering this kind of theory makes it kind of unclear to me because I was thinking, oh, it'll be just like the Silver Bell Ball again. So now I'm just wondering, and especially since it is really possible they may do something even more crazy because after all, this is the Star Crew known for their famous twists and stuff. So now I'm just thinking, how could it even be more, I don't want to use the word better, but something even more extravagant, let's say.
Well, I don't necessarily think it has to be more extravagant necessarily, but something that seems a lot more fitting. Although, admittedly, fire and butterflies do seem very fitting for the pair.
Mm-hmm.
But, but we're talking about Star and Marco, which could bring about something completely different. You know.
So are we gonna get something even more than just some background stuff?
Perhaps.
Like
Perhaps.
that gets me really curious because now I'm thinking, is there gonna be something where they have to do something more involved? Let's say.
Um. Maybe the only thing I'm thinking is that there's at least a lot stronger implications
Mm-hmm.
than there were from the Silver Bell Ball because the only thing we got from there is that there used to be something there.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, it didn't work out. you
Yeah.
know. But but I feel like there's gonna be something a lot more is it like significant, let's say, between Marco and Star. Whether it be something implied by what happens to one of them individually, or just what comes from the dance in itself. I don't know. Like, right now I'm coming up with ideas of maybe, like, either Star has some sort of transformation, maybe Marco does. Um, you have something instead of fire, to like to accompany whatever comes about. Like, let's say perhaps we have the butterflies, it'll be something else. Along with
Oh,
them.
hmm.
Mm, Also, we have to keep in mind that, you know, we could possibly look at some of the things that have pointed out, particularly with Marco, to distinguish what sort of kind of, I don't know how to put it.
Which kind of leads me into my other question because I completely approach this theory from the mindset of, oh, it's going to be like the Silver Bell All again except with different symbolism, because it gets me wondering, maybe we'll see something different with Star this time. Like in the case of Star, maybe instead of butterflies we may get actual like stars, or maybe I don't know about hearts because that might be a little too on the nose.
Yeah.
As elegant as that would be.
And that's the other thing because, alright, the butterflies are very appropriate for Star.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, her last name is Butterfly.
Yeah.
But does that represent her personally? On something that she herself identifies with strongly. You know,
Hmm.
it's hard to say because she does have that image of both cute and hardcore. Which is why I said, you know, the combination of fire and butterflies is still very fitting for Star.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think they could still be better than that, possibly. To not necessarily like something cooler than that, but something that's a lot more fitting for a character like Star. You know.
Yeah, I definitely, yeah. Because I'm just wondering, I'm looking at it from a much more like kind of aesthetic kind of way. Like, I don't know, for whatever reason, I started thinking, what if instead of just like butterflies and fire, you get this like whole like kind of scenery thing, like with shooting stars, and
Yeah, that could be it too. I could see that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Although that being said, if they go really elaborate, well, everybody at the Blood Moon Ball be seeing it, because I think it wasn't like it wasn't for the Silver Bell. It wasn't just like an illusion of sorts. Like I think people did, like I think it's pretty cool. People did see that Thomas Star went up in the air and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
So it can't be something like like something uber over the top. So who knows? Because like that's the tricky thing to figure out. If there is gonna be another kind of Silver Bell Ball style advance, the tricky thing is figuring out the sort of if there's gonna be new symbolism, what could there possibly be? And again, you brought
That
up
that is a
with
question.
yeah, but then it comes the question of what will represent Marco.
That's what I was trying to think of because we have already the we have the moons that came out on his cheeks.
Yeah. Who knows? They might actually
Um,
come back.
that could be part of it. Um, what was I thinking? I kind of got the image of water.
Water?
Yeah, I mean the moon itself tends to be connected a lot to water as well. So I figured in that sense it was kind of fitting too. And also, it's not something that you could actually see kind of like complementing a personality like Star, but I feel like it's very fitting because it would kind of be like a yin yang type of thing,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know? And even then, there is still a lot of energy that can come from something like water, even though it's always kind of looked at as something, peaceful, tranquil, and calm.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of like the water benders in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that happening. I'm trying to wonder though, because I'm not. I don't want to say I want to throw that kind of theory out of the window, because I think of it as already like pretty crazy. The first time we saw the cheek emblems on Marco were actually
Oh
moons,
yeah.
and people were like trying to connect. What do moons have to do with Marco. So
And that's what I'm thinking. What if the moons have to do with the fact that he's connected to Star somehow through the blood
yeah,
moon?
it's funny though because I think I've heard stories like another symbolism. You might even see that in the episode is like Marco's often connected to the sun. Because if you remember there was that image from St. O's where like I think it was Star standing over the moon and Marco standing over like a sun pattern on like the floor of one scene.
I think so.
Like, let me see if I could pull that up. Um, oh, Starco. And I think I even heard there was
Remember
like
how to
somebody. Yeah, this. I mean, no, this is not a good example. Like this particular scene. Well, actually, it's Marco standing over a sun and Star standing over another star. But it was this scene. I showed you this before, Gabby.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that.
I get the symbolism
But the main
there.
thing I see that there's another giant moon on there.
Oh.
So I'm like, eh?
Yeah, could be possible. But yeah, and I think I even heard there was like I think I heard somewhere Marco. Don't quote me on this, anybody watching, but I heard somewhere that Marco originally was supposed to be named Soul or something like that.
Sol. That's more of a girl name.
As in SOL.
Yeah, that's more of a girl name.
Hmm.
Yeah, it literally means sun.
But yeah, but basically the same thing. Although it's kind of a weird contrast that like if Marco is associated with both the sun and the moon, I
Um,
guess.
Again, it could have something to do with the fact that they're connected, because you always have the juxtaposition of the sun and the moon representing a couple.
Mm-hmm.
More often than not, it's the moon representing the feminine one, and the sun representing the masculine one.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess like for me, especially maybe because Stars also like if you see like her pajamas, she has like a moon on like her pajamas. Cosplayer, she just left. She said that she can't stay long.
Hello.
She said, "Hey Bobby, I can't stay for long, but I want to say hi and wish you a good stream." Also, yes, his original name was going to be Soul. So yeah, thank you Heather for confirming.
Oh, that is awesome. I don't know. I could be wrong. It could be more of like unisex name, where like in the case where you have those really weird ones in English. But from what I've noticed, it's particularly used for ladies.
Hmm. But yeah, it's
Um,
probably one of those. It can go either way. Just like there's girls with the name Alex, and there's guys named Alex, and that kind of thing.
yeah, 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 something like that.
But
Trying to think though.
I don't know. I'm just like thinking, like I'm just. And Heather also says, also hi to you, Gabby. Yeah. Uh,
Hi.
yeah. Hopefully, like we'll get to meet at the Gallery Nucleus event. The at the Blood Moon Ball. Can't wait to see your
Oh yeah, that's
cosplay,
gonna be
Heather and
fun.
BB.
Ah.
But yeah, so now I'm just getting. It's so weird. We started off the conversation thinking, like I was thinking it was going to be more closer to the Silver Bell Ball. Now I'm just thinking it's going to be even more of rather of a big scene. I guess the
I don't know if it'll be a big scene as in kind of like making a big deal out of it, kind of like getting people together sort of thing.
mm-hmm.
more so like it's very important for the people who are for the two individuals that are involved.
Yeah.
You get me? It's good. It's gonna be for Star and Marco. You know, everyone else is just kind of gonna be there, sort of thing. Is how I'm kind of
All right. Jeez, I think
feeling
it's
it's gonna
starting
go
to
down.
rain. I could really hear it. I hope my microphone's not picking it up.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. It just
Oh, it's pouring.
yeah, cuz yeah, it's absolutely storming where we live. I mean, I don't know about the words absolutely storming, but it's raining pretty hard.
It sure sounds like it. I'll tell you that.
So, yeah, I just kind of wanted to mention it if somehow people could hear it like through my microphone.
I can hear. I can hear it through my window though.
Yeah, same here.
I I'm glad I closed it.
hmm So yeah,
Uh,
so I guess at this point, I guess it's really just a matter of leaving it up to the imagination. hmm
imagination.
Although funny enough, like, wouldn't it be really funny if this time what they did is you have like from Star perspective, her background is completely like moon symbolism, and Marco's perspective is more either the sun or even I don't think they would do this like the upside down triangle. But okay, that just sounds really silly. Elite.
What's the upside down triangle?
Because nachos. So I'm just like
Ah!
saying it out loud. No, no, that's really on the nose. That's really on the nose.
That'd be hilarious, though.
hmm
That would be hilarious. No, what I would think is more so that they would have a sort of reversal, like you're saying, like because stars typically, you know, connected to stars, that not only being her name but her symbol in multiple occasions. Uh,
hmm
you see Marco kind of like surrounded by stars and stars surrounded by moons.
hmm
Just kind of like
Or
be like switch.
hmm yeah. Funny enough, as we're talking now, I'm getting all kinds of like ideas as far as what could go on. Let me actually hold on a second. I want to get a stylus because I want to draw something on my iPad to kind of illustrate what could happen.
Ooh, drawing time with
hmm
Bobby.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I used to draw a lot when I was a kid, up until like I started using things like Photoshop and Premiere. But it's actually.
Yeah, and I ended up drawing for good while.
hmm
Probably about 80% of what I drew or do still draw probably absolute junk.
hmm
But I have my moments.
Yeah.
I have my
In
moments.
this
I do enjoy
scenario,
drawing too, though.
in
Mhm.
this scenario, I'm probably gonna be drawing. It's gonna be look super rudimentary. I mean, have you ever seen the storyboards that Steven Spielberg himself draws?
No, I have not.
I'm making Spielberg storyboard art look like Vincent Van Gogh.
uh,
But let's see. Just almost done.
sounds like it's really pouring outside.
Actually, it kind of
Yeah, it
stopped
sounds
for a
like it's
second.
going down.
So what I was thinking more, get ready for my really bad drawings. Hold on.
It's okay. It's okay.
Uh, what? So what I was thinking more, if I don't know if does it look? Can you see, Gabby?
Oh, okay. I see moons.
Like what I was
What?
thinking more so is like maybe we might get a thing where like we see moons going all
Uh
around
huh.
Star, and then for Marco, maybe it'll be like. Although they will probably intertwine though. Like that was the thing about the Silver
Yeah.
Bell balls sort
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm
patterns is
thinking.
that it wasn't that we just got flames from Tom's side and butterflies
Yeah.
from stars, it was kind of more like intertwined. Like you saw
Yeah,
the
and I think
butterflies
that would
flying
be
around the
the
flame.
most fitting too, because it's kind of like the two personalities coming together.
Hmm. Or I guess the other thing I was thinking, what if they like literally this time like they all like surround both Star Marco like it's a planet like what I'm saying, like the rings of Saturn. This time we might even see whatever symbolism
Oh,
actually surround both Star and Marco.
I like that idea. I like that
Yeah.
idea.
So that's the other thing that I was thinking. But what do you think?
I think that is very possible, and it actually sounds very interesting. I would want to see that.
Hmm. But
Oh.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, just the really tricky part is just figuring out, what Marco's could be because with Star, we could associate her with like butterflies, stars, hearts, and especially like kind of astronomical like kind of symbolism.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
With Marco's, it's really kind of hard to figure out, especially since like we mainly associate him with like the sun and the moon. I guess you could say.
That's true. Like those are the two main ones we've seen him.
Yeah, especially for like really hardcore fans of Marco. Heather just pointed out that Marco's original name was supposed to be Soul and the sun and such. So yeah, I guess it's just kind of like really interesting symbolism because, as like I said, it's like the first time we saw the moon cheek emblems on Marco, you would think, oh, we would probably get like suns on his like cheeks or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hmm. And I think it's pretty much a given we are going to see those cheek emblems again because if you remember, what was that episode, Booth Buddies? There was that very split
Oh,
second you could see on the picture of like Star Marco's pictures, where their cheek emblems glow. Like you see white glowing hearts on Star and white glowing moons on Marco. Like, did you see that
aw.
split second, Gabby?
I think I did. I feel like we went back to it just to look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm honestly still wondering though, was it supposed to be like an Easter egg, or was like one of the animators like, I'm gonna put this like very split second in just to tease the fans? Wahahaha.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm. I mean,
Uh,
yeah, I mean, I guess you could say they're going for a much more kind of a subtle sort of a thing. Although I don't want
maybe.
to imagine Star and Marco both dipping down. I think that would be just too like,
I don't honestly see anything wrong with that.
yeah. I don't
Like,
know. No, I just find that.
I feel like more than dipping down,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be just kind of like how we saw with the cheek symbols.
Yeah.
You know.
Like I could see that. Like I'm expect. Like I don't know. I just kind of thought they would do something more subtle. Though interestingly, wasn't there? Was it Steven that said he thought he's heard that maybe there were moons on Marco's cheeks because it's symbolism with the Joker and the card suits, where Marco's kind of the
Um,
wild card or something like that.
that could be it. That could be it. I don't know if like in a lot of cases they identify the Joker with moons. That would make sense in this
Mm-hmm.
instance, particularly since we've seen a lot of other depictions of card suits. Um, Stars make sense only if you look at the like the real old school uh, playing cards. I actually have a pair. I just so happen to collect a bit, not excessively. I don't have problems, not yet. But oh yeah, I have the deck right here. Let me see if I can pull one out real quick. Um, these are I think are called traditional. Called Spanish cards or the Spanish suit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they, if I can find, they have these are the clubs. So They're literally clubs.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Okay. Clubs. We have swords.
swords. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they have. I believe it's this suit that tends to be alternating. In this deck, it's coins, but typically they're either like this or they have a star in the middle of the coin and they call them stars.
Oh, I see.
I think. Yeah. And definitely when you're looking at tarot cards, uh, I believe there's at least one card that's specifically the star. I'm not too sure. My memory on the tarot deck is a little mucky right now.
Mm.
But that's kind of how you get the whole idea. So I don't see any discrepancy there either.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little out there, but don't mind me. Just putting this back. Oops.
Yeah, I mean it is. I mean, going back to the whole, oh, what kind of visual flair we can. I don't think we're gonna get like jesters flipping around Marco, oh, and stuff. I mean,
Heck
like,
no.
yeah, just these ideas. Why is it like when I get deeper into them, they just get more, strange and strange and strange.
That's what happens when you fall deeper down the rabbit hole. That's just
Yeah,
what
I think
happens.
so. But yeah, I'm pretty much siding with if we're gonna get any kind of symbolism, it'll probably be more like not so much in terms of like people, but it'll be more kind of astronomical like symbols and that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
definitely they go a lot for that, which is mainly how I've been interpreting it. The only ones that are very explicitly kind of like card suits are, I mean, the diamond, because we saw someone with the diamonds, right?
Moon,
Mhm. We got the clubs.
Eclipsa,
Yeah, and I feel like I'm missing one. At
Clovers,
least one.
Meteora.
Yes, the clovers. Those are the main ones. So the funny thing is that with those card suits, there'd only be hearts left.
Mm-hmm. Which would leave it to Star. And but in the case of the Silver Bell Ball, we didn't get like hearts spinning around. It was the butterflies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So heck, even there, now that we're looking at it, um, we have all the suits. There's not really much left.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could be that they're just pulling out as like a symbol for the Joker and to pass it as a symbol for a card suit. Um, I really don't know. I really don't know
It's really
though.
gray area though because there's even like there's many characters in the Star universe that don't, even if they have cheek emblems, they don't necessarily relate to card suits. Like many of the former Queens of Muni, for instance, and I think Moon even has a relative that had like stars as her cheek emblems instead of something you would expect more from a card pack.
Well, were there any other examples besides the star?
I'd have to look into it again because I think like with Comet, she literally has butterflies as her cheek emblem.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
really anybody's game when it comes to that sort of thing. And I'm kind of suspecting when it comes to the actual like the visual design of what will happen, the most we'll get in terms of card suits is probably the cheek emblems, which of course Star will have the hearts and Marco will have the moons.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even then, like we're looking at the whole thing. It's really stretching. I feel not too badly, but a bit of a stretch to incorporate Marco's emblem as also representing a card suit, because even then, the Jokers are a really weird thing
Yeah,
in the whole card deck.
yeah. I
I
kind of
wouldn't even necessarily say they have their own suit. They're
Yeah,
just
I
kind of
think
like
that's
their own
more
card.
of a fan theory sort of a thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, yeah. Although I guess you could say it's a very interesting connection that, you
It
know,
is. I like
mhm,
it.
yeah. Because like I'm trying to make that like in terms of like a Kardsu connection, even though it's a bit of a stretch, it makes sense. Just in terms of Star has the heart and Marco has the moon. In terms of like kind of again going back to sort of astronomical symbolism, it's like what? But I guess in this case, it's more of a card suit kind of thing. So yeah, do we have much more
Woo!
to say? Because it looks like it's gonna be one heck of a dance, and I kind of like suggested maybe this will be, I guess you could call it vengeance for the Silver Bell Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, maybe.
Mm. Well, because funny enough, I was asking one of my Twitter followers, how do people react to, that the Silver Bell Ball trailer? And she said at the time a lot of people thought it was a flashback, so there wasn't much like panic.
mm. Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember there was that whole debate of is this a flashback or is this in the now?
Right, right.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that.
hmm But yeah, at this point we're just kind of joking around. I mean, do we have much more to say?
I can't really come up with anything else.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, yeah, because I kind of knew this wouldn't be like a super deep theory because at this point until we see the episode, it can really go anywhere. So I guess we'll end it off here. But it's really great to hear that that there's it may not just be another Silver Bell Ball style kind of a dance because I guess
Oh,
the other thing
yeah.
I could say is that in the case of the Silver Bell Ball, you know, that particular dance had to do more with I would say kind of reawakening Star Marco's past feelings, whereas with the case of the Blood Moon Ball, as the name of the episode implies, this may actually be like some sort of a curse. We talked about before, maybe the curse is Star and Marco wondering are their feelings legitimate, or is it because the Blood Moon bonded their souls that they're having the feelings they have.
Yeah, I remember that. I feel like it would go a different sort of angle than that. Like, not just being like them straight up just mulling over their feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was going to be something more external kind of pushing them into that situation, if you know what I mean. Kind
Yeah.
of like I was saying, like some stuff is gonna start happening, whatever it is, something to get them there to sit down and look like, why the heck is this happening?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm kind of the belief that they go back to the Blood Moon Ball as a way to kind of seal things up, as a way of kind of like confirming their feelings. I'm,
Oh
I'm.
no, definitely, like in any way, shape, or form that they go about this, that's going to be part of it
Mm-hmm.
for sure. You know, I think it's going to be more of an outcome of it rather than just what makes them do it.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm kind of wondering if they're doing this as part of a way to kind of fix something or something catastrophic is going to happen, then it makes me feel that maybe they are just doing the dance again just to solve that sort of a problem. But I don't know.
Mm, well, let's see. That's the thing. It's kind of like looking back and saying, well, if Mother Nature itself is telling you, get the heck together,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a pretty big deal.
Too well, like in terms of you two are the only
Yeah,
ones that can
yeah.
fix whatever's going to happen.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if it's going to be that big or that implicative.
Mm-hmm.
But at the very least, to let them know, hey, this is supposed to happen. Let it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Oh God, no. Not like that. But dang it.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys know what I'm trying to say. You guys know what I'm trying to say.
Of course we do, Gabby.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I'm kind of going from a more subtle angle, just in terms of, like, I've been, like, when it comes to, like, these star theories, I've always been trying to hold back because I know some of my ideas can go really far out, just in terms of how silly and ridiculous they are. And, Gabby? Did she freeze again? Gabby, hello, hello? Uh-oh, Gabby, are you there? Oh boy, let's try redialing again. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I'm just approaching this more so from if they are gonna pair Star Marco together. I'm saying from a kind of romantic perspective. I think it should be more from like a legitimate relationship sort of perspective, like not just in terms of the blood moon has sealed their fate and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully we'll get Gabby back on. Oh, Gabby has just messaged me and said that her computer died. Oh, she's back? Hopefully she'll be back on soon.
Hey,
Hey,
sorry
alright,
about
back.
that.
Gabby told me you said that it was because your computer died?
I may or may not have forgotten to plug in the charger.
Ah, it's cool. But anyway, back to our chat. So I'm just basically wondering from kind of a storytelling perspective, and I'm not just saying this as a Starco fan. I'm just wondering, like, if they are gonna go this kind of way, if Star and Marco do get together, I still want their relationship to feel like legitimate, not just in terms of they're together only because they have to stop this catastrophe.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, no. Again, like I'm saying, that's just for there to be a reason for them to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? And then through there, they're like, oh well, yeah, you know.
Of course.
Cause that could be the whole. That could still bring in the whole kind of like issue too, where it's like because of that, and they have that in the staring them in the face, like they got to do this, and they're like, do I set my own thoughts aside, or am I just gonna be on my high horse, just be like, nope, 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 that's not happening. What?
But yeah, I mean, which could technically happen since Star and Marco have kind of been sort of hiding their feelings, I guess you could say, especially Star.
Oh yeah, if you look how Star is about the whole situation,
Mm-hmm.
she is definitely trying to ignore whatever's happening there.
Yeah, especially post battle for Muni. Especially when she was like, I'm handling more of my responsibility. Even the way she treated Marco when he came back to Muni.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
yeah. So I guess it could be possible. The other thing that could happen is what if like something that happens, and I think you were saying this, Gabby, in that what if they're like, something bad is happening, and Star and Marco for some reason figure, it probably is because we're put together. And then, but in a sense, the only way to fix that is they have to bond their souls, like, legitimately this time.
Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that particularly. I remember painting that picture particularly, having Tom being the one telling him, "Hey guys, you got to do this."
Yes, you brought that up. Like, just in
Biting
turn.
me in the behind right here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can
Yeah.
definitely see
I
that
gotta
happening
say,
too.
though, I'm kind of surprised that, like, Tom didn't, kind of lose his mind when he found out that Star and Marco kissed.
Somehow I'm not, mainly because I think he's just gone through so much of that he's just like, okay, I already know that I don't have to make a big deal about this. Also,
Hold on a
wasn't
second,
he
Gabby.
still with? Oh, okay.
All right. You were saying,
Um.
Gabby?
Yeah. Wasn't he actually still with Star at that point? Like, wasn't it still when they were together
Technically speaking,
again?
yes.
Yeah, yeah. So I feel like that particularly could have set his mind at ease. Be like, I know she's with me. I don't give a heck. I don't care. She mine. That happened in the past. This is now.
Hmm. Yeah, but that was like the whole reason why I was like thinking, wow, Tom is taking this really well. Like, I don't know. I guess you could say maybe part of it is him growing as a character. I guess you could say,
That too. That too, definitely.
and I just kind of treat it as one of like my biggest qualms about how they ended the third season. It's just that I kind of expected more of a dignified sort of, I guess you could say, end rather than just, oh, they kissed. You know what I'm saying? I kind of thought it was a bit sporadic.
Well, I felt like that was, in a sense, kind of dignified because they weren't really falling into the whole drama of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's the whole problem with situations like that. Like, that was also the main reason why, there was the whole thing of like, oh, he's gonna find out what's going to happen. It's like, no, man,
Yeah,
no,
and that was
you know.
why there was that sort of controversy with with people saying that and like, they cheated, and yeah, there was even that
Yeah,
one.
exactly. That's why I'm like, guys. I remember getting into a whole spiel of that.
Hmm. Yeah, and I remember somebody on like Tumblr accused me of supporting cheating.
Oh god, I remember that. That's exactly why I got into the whole spiel.
Hmm.
I'm not going to go to the whole spiel again. If you want to go see that, go to the video. It's still up there.
Yeah, but but that at aside, but it would definitely be, it would be telling. Oh my God, Tom is telling us to, go back to the Blood Moon Ball.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I feel like it's fitting. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, heck yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I just really don't know what else to add to it.
I mean, that would actually be a really kind of key thing. I wonder if it triggers like PTSD in Marco, because like, you pushed me at the Blood Moon Ball.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely see that moment. Just like Blood Moon Ball, Blood Moon Ball. And it's just
Hmm.
like, and he just relives that memory again. And you come back, he's like, just with that concerned face.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess the
Oh,
other aspect in terms of how like Star Marco have been kind of, how they're treating the feelings. You notice that whenever like Star Marco talk about the Blood Moon Ball, it's always kind of treated as this kind of this weird event. I mean, I don't know if this really counts as something, but if you've seen the whenever like Star brings it up in a lot of the books the show is based on, like in Star, basically says, it was the night where Marco, crashed the dance, but she enjoyed dancing with him. And in Marco's perspective, he thought it was really, really kind of wild and kind of weird. Like even when like in the Blood Moon Ball episode when So and Marco were dancing together, Marco literally says something along the lines of, "Let's get out of here. This place is the worst."
I'm sorry, I'm getting over the two descriptions you used for Marco.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just thinking about the theme song.
Well, the show gives what it promises, I guess you could say.
Oh, jeez. Oh, excuse me for a sec.
All right. Please let us know. And YouTube is saying the stream status is going bad, but OBS is telling me it's going back up to numbers right now.
Anyway,
Gabby, I mean, don't worry about it. I had the volume. Your
sorry about that.
Yeah, it's cool. So, yeah. But just in terms of like what this catastrophic event will be, do we
or
even know?
If there is even going to be one. We don't know that for sure either.
Yeah, I definitely don't know. I mean, I just feel like the best we can do is expect that this dance summer are gonna be, and is gonna be something really, well, at least visually crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's part of why Curse of the Blood Moon remains probably one of the most talked about episodes within the Star community.
A little weird, a little wild.
Mm-hmm. But that's exactly what the fans have come for.
Puns.
Alright. So, yeah. So, do we have much more to say?
I don't think so. No, not on my end.
It's good. It's cool. Yeah, because we're basically more so going back to what we were discussing in our last discussion, especially the season 4 discussion when we talked about what the possible Curse of the Blood Moon could be. But because like I'm very interested if this whole curse is going to be something else, or if the curse itself, because there's lots of people that I remember there was like a Reddit theory saying maybe Star Marker were thinking the whole curse will be just the fact that their souls have been bonded.
I mean, that is a very interesting idea.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's funny though because I could see somebody saying that that whole idea may be a bit too subtle, in terms of, although it might make for some really weird kind of out of nowhere scenes where Star and Marco are kind of like bumping into each other and saying things that shouldn't be said out loud and stuff. But I don't know, because it's like they haven't really been doing that for the series. The most we get is just the fact that So and Marco work so well together.
Oh yeah.
But
sure.
yeah, but we'll have to wait and see whether it goes in terms of they have to do stop catastrophe, or if it's just merely out of confirming their feelings. We'll find out, I guess, when the episode comes out.
And I can't wait.
Yep. So yeah, so I think we'll end it off here. Really excited. I mean, oh my god, season 4 actually starts airing on Sunday.
Shoot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not one of the well, I haven't seen the episode yet. Nobody has. But, it's starting off with Butterfly Follies. It's not like it's starting off with Curse of the Blood Moon.
Oh, so, that would be absolutely crazy.
But, yeah, I'm very interested in seeing, how is Star going to resolve how basically a lot of Muni citizens kind of ridicule her and her family with that stage play.
Oh, yep.
Hmm.
Oh, that's gonna be a hoop.
And hopefully Marco also recovers from being told that Ponyhead is Star's one true friend.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
Alright, so I think we'll end the stream here. So thanks, Gabby, for coming on.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're still kind of trying to figure out how exactly we're gonna review the season 4 episodes. Like, are we gonna review them, like, one at a time, like, as they come out? We'll kind of have to wait and see, but hopefully this season is going to be a lot of fun. And this time, I swear I won't be ducking out like I did last season, where it took me forever to get caught up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Especially since we are going to that Blood Moon Ball event at the Gallery Nucleus next month. I don't think there's really any way I could duck out.
Oh, hey.
Because like you think it's bad and like going on social media and coming across our stories. Imagine going to this gallery in Alhambra where not only are there Star fans all all over the room, but the creator's gonna be there, Adam MacArthur's gonna be there, and many of the artists that worked on the show are gonna be there.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
there's no way I personally could go up to Darren and Adam and say, "Oh, sorry, I haven't been caught up yet."
That would be so sad.
Yeah, I can't say that to either Darren or Adam's face.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's all right.
hmm
We'll stay caught up. It's
yeah,
good. Got
definitely
this.
this time, and hopefully, I know Steven's been really busy, and that's why he hasn't been able to be in a lot of these live discussions. But hopefully, we can get him into, especially for the really crazy episodes, because
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
gonna be
as we talked
awesome.
about in our sort of season 4, the episode name discussion, we might even see the return of Toffee for all we know.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for that. I'm surprised it hasn't happened
Yeah.
yet.
And you haven't seen many hints. I personally didn't see many hints in the last teaser, but
Me neither.
yeah. But who knows? Much like when they promoted Battle for Muni, maybe they're holding it as the really big secret. Just like when they held back secrets like destroying the wand and seeing Toffee all covered in goo and, seeing Butterfly Mode Star the very first time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think,
Oh jeez.
so yeah, we'll end it off here. I know the tickets for that Gallery Nucleus event have now finally sold out, but
Oh.
hopefully we'll get to see a lot of you guys there. I already know some people that are going to that event. So yeah, so we'll end it off here. So thank you, Gabby, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks to people that have been watching this live, and hope even to those that are now watching it pre-recorded. So until next time, guys. See you guys later.
Bye.
And just to let you guys know, I did do a trailer discussion of the third teaser for the fourth season of Star, which I'll probably have that uploaded tomorrow. Again, it is a different sort of a trailer, but at least as far as I could tell, it didn't have anything as big of bombshells as the second trailer. Because in the second trailer, we got scenes like they showed a bit of Curse the Blood Moon, and even in the first one, between those two, we got a lot of really big surprises. Like we saw the Marco clones and Baby Meteora and all sorts of stuff. But I'd still definitely recommend checking it out. So I'll have that uploaded tomorrow. This has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you guys for watching.